Perfect. Now we have a clock here. Maybe we can also add some upper text and write the current level inside it. We can just copy it here. Control A, C, and paste it inside the upper text. Perfect. Let's check the preview. Let's check the preview here again. So now we're coming closer and closer to our target design. Of course, here's the label in blue, and we have ours is now white, since we only used one component for this. We could also change this to blue, but this would require some advanced stuff, which we'll not cover in this tutorial. So we'll be accepting that our next break timer is completely white here. Okay, so what are we missing? Of course, the main part. We have here this cool looking sphere around the clock, which we of course want also to use at our design here. So let's go and firstly add a border to our clock. So we scroll down to the borders area, and we want to add a border on each side. So the border should also have 5 pixels of width, and it also should be the same yellow color that we used. Perfect. I think we're done here. No, I'm just joking, of course. We need to tell the designer that we actually want a round border. So let's go back to our border settings, and for this we have rounded corners here, and we can increase this value basically until we have the result suits us. Okay, so now it's lagging a bit. So now, as you can see, the value of 15 will get you a little rounded borders. So let's go and put it up to 100 and see what happens. This is already good, and if we go to the preview, we will see that the borders are much more rounder now. But of course, this is still not enough. So let's increase our border roundness to maybe 130. Or maybe 150, and check out the preview again. Yeah, we're coming closer, but it's still not the right. 200, maybe 300. And we have still a little bit of flat space here, so let's get 400. Okay, this looks interesting. Let's go to the preview. Wow, perfect. We created a perfect sphere around our clock. But of course, I know what you're thinking. This is still not the right design, because we kind of need to connect this border here to our sphere, and also get rid of this part of the border, so we get this little nice shape around the timer itself. So how are we going to do this? And for this we need to do a little bit of trickery. So first let's go and add some space here between these components. As you can see, we have here some space, and we want to have the space here too, and on the bottom the same. So let's go and tell the middle container here, which wraps everything, the whole middle part, that we want some outer spacing on the top and on the bottom. Maybe of 1, and let's see how this looks like. Perfect, this already looks pretty good. So the next step is now the one where we need to connect our sides here. And maybe you notice this that the design here that we're trying to copy, the left side, the middle of the left side and the middle on the right side is exactly the same height. And this is of course crucial for us to create this nice shape, because if you look at our lines here, this line would connect here and this line would connect much further down on this side. And this of course doesn't look very nice. So the first step is we need to tell the designer that these two parts should always be the same height. And for this, we're going to go into the designer and select our middle container here and go to our sizing controls and tell this one that it should be, let's say, 19 view width height. And VW is a special unit which updates itself based on how big your screen is, yeah? How big the width of your screen is. So it will adapt, and no matter how big your display is, it will always adapt itself to the correct sizing. So if we go ahead, you can see already something happened. Things kind of not align anymore, but this is okay because we kind of squish the content of it. So let's go on the other side to the other container, and this one we're gonna also tell a value of 19 VW, and this value is, you kind of have to try it out. You just put a value inside it, go into the preview and check out if this matches your desired result. And as you can see here, for us it perfectly matches. So now these two lines are on the same level, and the bottom lines are also on the same level. And this is of course important for us since we want to create this nice little shape. Okay,